Did you know he fucking named me after him? Like my original name was Jonathan Troop until my mom was like, "Fuck that, your name is Solomon now."
Are
So
you serious?
yeah, no, my legal name was Jonathan for like 14 years. He named I think I was his first project or whatever. So he
Wait, so you got like a legal name change?
my name legally was Jonathan Woodrow Troop for 14-ish years. When I got to freshman year of high school, it changed to Solomon Alton Troop. My mom was like, "Hey, you can take my last name if you want. You can be Solomon Richards." And I was just like, "No, I think I like Troop, even though I have a really weird relationship with my dad. I'm still carrying his last name, even though I'm not like, you know." What actually? What is your last name? Like, what is your what?
My last name's Troop as well.
I mean, did you ever think about changing your name, or?
Honestly,
Daddy, why did you leave me? You created me, so don't you wanna see me? Daddy, why did you make me if you're not gonna take me to get a burger and shaky? My cursed blood is your cursed blood. Come on back and be my bud. I can count your visits on my fingertips. Come back and give me presents from your business trips. Daddy, why did you father me? If all you wanna do is bother me, don't you know that I love you and I only wanna see more of you? Daddy, why did you eat my fries? I bought them and they were mine, but you ate them. You ate my fries and I cried, but you didn't see me cry. Daddy, do you even love me? Well, I wish you would show it, because I wouldn't know it. What kind of dad eats his daughter's fries and doesn't even look her in the eyes? Daddy, there were tears there. If you saw them, would you even care?
So, what has your relationship been with our dad, Jonathan? I suppose.
when I lived overseas, we would have phone calls like an hour. That was like one of the court agreements whenever he signed for like the passport communication, like scheduled communication. I don't know. I used to call him whenever like I'd get into arguments with my mom because I feel like he would be the only person who understands her. And then I don't really know. I know when our little brother Johan was born, I became really closer to him. We started talking more. I kind of watched him grow up through a screen. And then I remember the craziest thing that happened. My 17th birthday, he called me and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in my room. Why, what's up?" And he was like, "Go to your front door." And I was like, "What?" And I look at the screen and he's in front of my house and he just popped up at my house like after not seeing him for like however many years. And I was like, it was like really shocking, but it wasn't bad. It was actually a really good weekend. I enjoyed myself. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like I kind of wish things were different in the sense that what they've told me about each other, it's mainly been negative. You know, like I don't think I've ever heard my mom or dad speak about each other and have anything like primarily positive to say. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, how do you expect me as a person to not feel that conflict when both of the people that came together to create me can't even have a conversation? You know, like what's that supposed to make me feel like? Because now I feel like I'm just baggage. Like I'm the reason why you guys still have connects to each other. You know, like does that make sense? Are you like
No, it does. I'm just thinking about how it relates to my mom and my dad, or our dad. Anyway, um, I never really got a solid reason as to why he wasn't there, and I still don't have one, honestly. Um, I remember one of my earliest memories is that he took me and you when we were like very, very little out, and he said something kind of off-putting to me when I was like 4 years old. I didn't see him from the span of like 4 years old till about like maybe 13. He took me to Alabama. All I remember from that trip is that I didn't really want to be there. I got to go to his mom's house before. Didn't she pass? Like,
yeah, she did.
yeah. I had one interaction with her. I think I made a joke. I was like, "Oh, Jonathan's not a cool name." And she was like, "No, Jonathan's a really cool name because it combines Joe and Nathan, who were like your grandfathers or something. Like it was, she told me this whole story about how my name has a bunch of significance, which made me feel weird about changing it later on. But and then you're my sister. I guess I can get really personal for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he encouraged me to watch porn or something. Like, I was in the bed I was sleeping in his house or whatever, and I think he like implied that I should masturbate, and I felt so weirded out. I was like, what the fuck? But I guess I had his blessing to go do that.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have approved if he knew that it was gay shit, but that trip happened, and then after that trip I didn't see him for another several years. I went to the aquarium. I went to the aquarium with my dad, and we saw the dolphins, and I didn't want to be there again, and he kept making weird comments about the dolphins. And then we went to this like restaurant in Atlanta, and he got these like onion rings, and they smelled so bad. And I'll never forget this. I think I asked him, I was like, hey, so why weren't you like there or something like that? It was something along those lines. And he told me, he was like, he gave me this metaphor. He was like, Solomon, in the lion kingdom, in like the animal world, the head lion will go impregnate a bunch of other lions. And then the mother lions will like take care of the cub while the male lion goes out and does stuff that he does. Like that was his metaphor for like, what?
So crazy. He told me the same thing. He was like, whenever a flower blossoms, it plants a garden, a field, or some shit. And I was like, just say you couldn't be consistent with one person and keep it at that. Like, what?
I like how for me he gave me lions and for you he gave me flowers. That's really lovely. I love gender.
I love gender.
Yeah. But yeah, he told me that, and that just never sat right with me. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I left Atlanta feeling really weird. I cried in the car in front of my stepdad, and that was awkward. And then the next time we talked, it was like when I was trying to go to college, essentially. And there was just this time when my mom and I were really, really broke. Like we were not good economically. And I was like, hey, can you please help out in any way you can? And he was like, yeah, definitely. But also like, no, I don't have enough to give you right now. And that just pissed me off because I was like, did you even give any child support in the first place? Like, I don't know how much child support he did or didn't give, but I'm assuming from what my mom said, it was not a whole lot or not enough. I think there's a lot of just like gaps in my knowledge about my dad because my mom has told me her side of the story and my dad has told me his side of the story, and these sides do not match up. They're like not fitting puzzle pieces together.
Yeah, no, literally.
And currently, he's just like blocked on my phone because the last time he tried to call me, he was like, hey, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm not good economically. Can you please help out? And he was like, maybe you should try being a little more independent. And I was like, all right, I'm blocking you. I don't feel like talking to you. Goodbye. Anyway, what were you about to say about your mom?
My mom was like, yeah, he didn't want to be there. And he's like, she didn't let me be there. And I was just like, so I got nothing out of this.
Literally, yikes. That's how I feel.
All I know is that the family I grew up in taught me a lot of lessons for the family I'm going to create. I know that my future family going to be very connected with each other. We're all going to live together. I plan on being with one person and having kids with one person. And if that's the way life works out, then that's the way it works out. Light and dark energies both coexist. So as much good as I have to say for my family, I'm pretty sure there's as much bad. I don't believe that's only my family. I feel like a lot of people would be able to resonate with that. I don't believe that anybody would be 100% content with telling their family story or talking about the things that they've experienced within their household.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's my spawning point and it's not anything I can change nor alter. So I'm very accepting of it. And so, I mean, yeah, I don't have any other choice but to be content and to be here.
That's a really smart and like mature opinion to have. I don't think I want a family like at all. There's so many children out there who don't have a dad. I don't know if I have the capability or would have the capability to be a good father, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's a weird position I'm in because like I'm my dad's like firstborn male, which is like this whole like religious thing or whatever. But like I don't know, it's just weird how it shaped me in the way where I don't think I want kids because I feel like I'd fuck up.
If you don't have a sustainable parent-childhood relationship, how do you expect to have that with your children, you know? But I don't know. I feel like it can just be rooted in self-growth and what did I feel that I don't want to carry on to the next version of me, you know? Because ultimately, when you think about it, that's what we are, which is so weird to me. We're just versions of other people, combinations of two other people. A lot of people try to like cover that up or like, you know, I don't know. Because we're not going to lie, parents can be very unhealthy people sometimes. Like,
yeah. I think I realized that like parents are literally just people. I always thought that the parents and like adults were these like, oh my God, they're so mature, they know so much. But the closer I get to their age, the more I'm just like, these are high schoolers in really big bodies. That's all they are.
Yeah, like y'all are full-grown kids, you know?
It's just weird because like okay, we have this link in our blood, like it is literally in our blood, but you're like still a stranger. It's like that's weird to me, you know?
Yeah.
But we'll get over it. It's fine. Hopefully. You think I should send this to our dad? See what he thinks.
He'd probably enjoy it. Yeah, you should probably send it to him. If not, I will.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for chatting with me. I'm gonna edit this into like a really profound statement about family or something.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
Daddy, why did you leave me? You created me, so don't you want to see me? Daddy, why did you make me? If you're not gonna take me to get a booger when it's shaky. My cursed blood is your cursed blood, so come on back and be my bud. I can count your visits on my fingertips. Come back and give me presents when your business trips. Oh, Daddy, why did you father me? If all you wanna do is bother me, don't you know that I love you and I can't finish that lyric. Daddy,
please baby, hold for me. Hold.
They honk for you. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
Yeah.
Sing that song again. Maybe then they'll honk for you.
Daddy, do you even love me? Well, I wish you'd show it, 'cause I wouldn't know it. What kind of dad eats his daughter's fries and doesn't even look her in the eyes? Daddy, there were tears there. If you saw them, would you even care?